Hey, Shalom, giving all praises to Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai, Ba'Shem Kahakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone who taught me this truth. A sincere Shalom to the hopeful elect. Okay, and I'm gonna title this lesson right here: "The work of the Lord is your priority employment." Okay, the work of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai is the priority employment. Okay, and I need to drill this inside of some of you brothers' heads. Okay, because a lot of brothers struggle with what should I give more attention to? Should I give more attention to the job that I have in this world that's keeping me stable, that's putting physical money in my pocket? Or should I give more attention to the work of the Lord? And I'm going to just give you the answer. The work of the Lord has to come first before anything on this earth. Okay? Straight up. All right? Straight up. Okay? The work of the Lord must come first. This is priority alpha. Okay? These little jobs that we have in this world, yeah, they sustain us, right? And they keep us afloat. And like the scriptures say, money is a defense. But the Lord does not want you to choose that job over doing his work. Okay? I know brothers personally, okay, that will sleep in a car, right? Will be homeless with no job, okay? But they're 100% fine with that as long as they're doing the work of the Lord faithfully, all right? Because you might have brothers in this truth, okay, that can't seem to land a job, because a lot of these companies don't want to employ people like they used to because the economy is failing. So you got a couple brothers out here, man, that's struggling trying to get a job, right? And they might have to live out their car, They might have to be going from couch to couch, and they get their income through different avenues, right? But when it comes to the work of the Lord, they're fervent. They're always at camp. They bringing out fire precepts. They taking all of that downtime that they have of not having a job to study, to get breakdowns. Their mind, their spirit is totally engulfed in the Rakakwadash. Okay? A brother like that is better than a brother who has a whole bunch of money, has a high-paying job, right? Has a whole bunch of possessions, but then lacks doing the work of the Lord. He shows up to camp sometimes, right? He doesn't really study. He don't listen to the camps. A large portion of his life is consumed with folly and nonsense. The brother who is in the mud with the Lord has a better chance, okay, at salvation than the other dude who lets all that money and then possessions get to his head. All right. So what I'm trying to convey with that point is it is better to be struggling, but you're on fire for the word's sake. You're on fire in the spirit of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai than to be, well off financially, but you're lukewarm with the Lord because of that. All right. And you brothers, man, don't be afraid to struggle, man. You got a lot of Jakes that, their job puts them in a situation to where, let's say camp is on a Saturday, and all of a sudden their job needs them to, come to camp on Saturdays, and, you got brothers that had that situations happen, but, they were able to make accommodations in the spirit, maybe a couple other brothers was, maybe a couple other brothers was willing to get with them and hold camp another day or something like that. Sometimes those situations get accommodated, but sometimes they don't. And sometimes the Lord puts you in a raw situation of, are you going to go to camp and stay in the spirit, right? And stay close to the waters? Or are you going to stop coming to camp and stop breaking bread with brothers, and just give all of your attention and your undivided focus to a fucking job, to this American corporation employment. Okay? A lot of you Jakes don't understand that these jobs that we have can be snatched away from us at any moment. You could be at the job, somebody come up with a false accusation and you get fired. We got to lay people off. We got to cut the costs. We're losing money. We got to lay you off, man. These jobs, okay, you're expendable. You're an expendable asset to these jobs, man. Okay, you're not special. All right. Do not put that first before Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, man. So for a lot of you brothers who are on the fence of, oh, do I go to camp? Do I go to camp? Do I do the work of the Lord for real? Or am I just gonna let this job be the excuse on why I can't make it? The answer to that is do the fucking work of the Lord, man. Okay? Do the work of the Lord. Choose the work of the Lord every time, man. Okay? And don't be afraid to struggle. You might go from having a job, right? And now you don't have a job because it cuts too much into the time of you doing the work of the Lord. There's been plenty of jobs, man, that I had to let go of, or I had to deny because it would have conflicted with me doing the work of the Lord, man. And you know what? Now that I look back at those decisions, I don't regret any one of them, man. Okay? I don't regret any one of them. All right? And you got to be careful when you get put in those situations, because a lot of the times the Lord be testing you to see where your heart is really at. Okay? You care about making money? I got to save this up. I'm trying to get an apartment. Okay, I just need 3 months. Just 3 months. I'll go back to camp in 3 months. I just need to save up for this apartment. I got to get this car. No. Do the work of the Lord. Even if you're struggling doing it, man, the Lord will rather see that. Okay? The Lord will rather see you struggle, but you're on fire, okay, for his word. The Lord would appreciate that. That shows real integrity, real humility, okay? And that's bravery, all right? A lot of you Jakes, man, you need to get your head out your ass, man, okay? And realize that this is the only important thing, man, I don't understand why a lot of you Jakes don't get it, man. This is it. This is all you should be looking forward to. This is the priority, man. This is the job. Okay? No other job should come before this, man. Let's get this precept right here. This is Ecclesiastes 12 and 13. It says, let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter. This is the conclusion of the whole matter is another word for saying, let me sum it all up for you. Let me give you the final answer, okay, to all of your concerns and worries, man. It says, fear God and keep his commandments, okay? And when you go to Isaiah, the 58th chapter, what does the Lord say? Cry aloud, spare not, right? Lift up a standard, you see? And that's pretty much doing the work. Going out to the highways and hedges, doing the work, okay? Even if you're not in the camp and you're a brother on the other side, you still got to get out there, man. You still have a responsibility to be out there, man, for your sake, okay? Not to be a man pleaser, but for your sake, man. All right? That's part of keeping the commandments, man. Isaiah 58 and 1 is a commandment from the Most High, man. Okay? Straight up. Isaiah 58 and 1 is a commandment from the Lord. The Lord said, fear him and keep his commandments. It says, for this is the whole duty of man. That's the whole duty. That's our sole purpose for being on this earth. Does it say anywhere in this verse, unless you have a job that pays $25 an hour, then you could go ahead and take some time off and give more attention to that for a season? It don't say nothing like that. It said this is the whole duty of man. Okay, doing the work. All right, that's the most important thing. Okay, so you brothers keep that in mind, man. When you get these new job opportunities that ship you somewhere way off from where you're supposed to be, ship you somewhere way off to where you can't come to camp anymore. Now, like I said, there are accommodations, right? There's accommodations for brothers that do that. Some brothers get shipped off. They got to go somewhere else, and where they're going is brothers over there. So now they get to link up with their camp. They still doing the work, right? And there's other accommodations. But for some brothers, there is no other accommodation. You know, you got to just bite the bullet, man. Okay? And get back to your post and hold it down, man. All right? You got to get back to your post and hold it down. And you got to be fully occupied in the spirit of the Lord. Okay? Take advantage of the prophets being out there on the highways and hedges, man. Okay? And I'm talking to you brothers that's on the other side of camps learning, trying to get in. Okay? Take advantage every time that them brothers is out there, man. You be out there with them. Okay? Because that's how you showing your faith as well. That's how you're doing the work. That's how you get built up in the spirit. You know? I seen dudes, you know, when I was first coming in, it's a lot of dudes I seen, right? You know, because it was at a point where I was on the other side, you know, at a GMS LA camp. I was on the other side learning, listening, you know, and I was out there every weekend faithfully, man. You know, I probably, you know, I don't think I ever missed a week. I probably did miss 1 week, but it was like for something very important. But for the most part, I never missed a week, man. But I would always see dudes that was on the other side, you know, that would, you know, they'll take off for 2 months, come back for like 2 weeks, then take off again. Oh, my job, you know, this happened. I'm going to school. I'm doing this now. I'm, you know, just putting the work of the Lord, you know, putting that on the back burner. 6 years later, a lot of them dudes never even got into a camp. They still on the other side 6 years later, man. You see? Because they didn't make this their priority, man. So they never really got built up for real. The whole point is being built up, man. And you got to remain at your post, man. Okay, wherever the Lord got you, whatever prophets the Lord got you in front of, or for you brothers that's in a camp, you're in a camp with brothers, that's where the Lord got you, man. You don't leave and take off from that unless it's, you know, reasonable accommodations to suit your needs, okay? But other than that, man, you don't just be so quick to just take off and, oh, I got this opportunity, I got this over here. We all got opportunities, man. This is fucking Babylon, man. This is America. Anybody could get a fucking opportunity, man. Any one of us can try to strike it big. But that's not why the Lord brought us in this thing. Okay? The Lord brought us in this to take the low road, man. And the low road is going to take discipline, because you're going to have to give up things of the world. You're going to have to give up them opportunities. You're going to have to give up that $30 and $40 an hour job so you can make it to camp on time. You're going to have to give that shit up, man. Okay? Because it don't matter anyways. The economy's about to fail. Ain't nobody about to have a job, man. The fuck you putting all that fucking energy into that for, man? Ain't none of us about to be employed. This is the only employment that matters, man. Let's get this real quick. This is Matthew 6 and verse 19. It says, lay not up for yourselves treasures upon earth, where moth and rust doth corrupt, and where thieves break through and steal. And that's talking about these FRN notes, right? Getting paychecks, trying to be rich, trying to be financially set in America, man. The Lord said, don't put too much concern into that, because that money can be corrupted. It can rot out. Thieves can break through and steal it. This money is tangible for real, man. A lot of you, Jakes, you don't consider this. You can put the Lord on the back burner, put the work of the Lord on the back burner, give all your hopes, put all your focus into that job just to get a paycheck and have Esau yank that shit out for some bill that you didn't pay 3 years ago, man. Whole paycheck gone. You did all that work running away from the true responsibility, and now Esau got you on child support, yanking out all your money. So, you know, these riches can be corrupted, man. You dig what I'm saying? They can be corrupted. It says, verse 20, it says, but lay up for yourselves treasures in heaven, where neither moth nor rust doth corrupt, and where thieves do not break through and steal, nor steal. Salakia. Yeah, treasures in heaven. How do you create treasures in heaven, man? You create it by doing the work of the Lord. Okay? You know, every time you focus on Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai, every time you go to camp, every time you fellowship, you break bread with brothers, you do group lessons, everything that consists with the work of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai, you can picture. It's almost like you can imagine the Lord throwing $1 million in your bank account every time you do that. Okay, he was out there at camp this weekend. I'm gonna go ahead and toss him $1 million. Okay, he did a group lesson. I'll put $1 million in his account. You know, every time we do this work, the Lord is watching. Okay, and he's adding to our personal bank accounts. All right. And we're going to get a big payoff in the end. You know, see, you got jobs in Esau's society I forgot what they're called, but it's like a job where, like, salary, you know, what a salary job is like you get paid once a month. But when you get paid, it's a big payout. You only get paid once a month, but you'll get $10,000 every month. You see, the Lord has us on a long extended salary, man, to where we had to labor for thousands of years, and the payout is going to be enormous, man. Okay? It's going to be enormous. Keep that in mind, man. While you out here trying to figure out, what do I choose? This job or the work of the Lord? Verse 21, it says, for where your treasure is, there will your heart be also, right? And your heart goes into your mind, okay? So if you have your mind set on the world, okay, you're going to put the work of the Lord on the back burner to get more money. Or it's an opportunity out here. It's an opportunity that's going to cause me to take off for a couple months. I'll just come to camp when I get the chance. You know, that money will make you complacent, man. Okay? That money will make you complacent and lazy. You know? You'll deceive yourself into thinking that the Lord is still dealing with you because you got a good job and you're making good money. And now you're telling yourself, oh, I don't got to do the work that much no more. I don't got to go to camp. You know? I don't have to do that too much. I'm making all this money. Okay? This is the most important thing, man. Let's get this last one. This is Matthew 19 and 21. It says, Yahushua said unto him, if thou wilt be perfect, go and sell that thou hast and give to the poor, and thou shalt have treasure in heaven, and come and follow me. Right. So when the Lord told that man that, okay, the Lord pretty much gave him the option of, look, you could either have all of these possessions in the world, right? Or you can pretty much struggle with me, you know, because the scriptures tell you how Yahushua, you know, he was pretty much without a home. You know what I mean? He was without a home, you know. Him and his disciples was, you know, kind of running around, sleeping here and there, you know. So what that tell you? That, you know, Yahushua wasn't walking around as a trillionaire, just able to buy anything on demand. That means that him and his disciples had to go through, you know, they had to experience the rough side of life. And that was the option that this man gave. That was the option that Yahushua gave this man. You know, you could either walk this straight gate or you could be comfortable. Okay. You could keep your job. You can keep that $50 an hour job. And there ain't nothing wrong with having a good high paying job. Okay. That's not what I'm saying. So if, you know, you brothers get an opportunity to get a good job. Hey, say Tawada Yahweh Shem Yahushai and take it. But if it conflicts with the schedule of the Lord, you have to let it go. Okay? You have to let it go, man. All right? And I know it's hard. And I know a lot. And it's like, man, this is a great opportunity, you know? And the Christian church has poisoned our mind into thinking that, well, if this is from God. God wants me to take this $45 an hour job. That's why God put it on my plate. You know? Satan will be up in your head, but no, you have to leave it, man, if it interferes with the work of the Lord. Now, if it don't interfere with the work of the Lord and it meshes right in to the schedule of the Lord, you know, you could do everything that you need to do. Break bread with brothers, go to camp, do your lessons, do group lessons. You know what I mean? You can do those things and still have that job. Hey, take it, man. You know, that's how you know it's from the Lord. Okay? Take it, right? You don't be no bum out here. You don't be no willing bum. But hey, if the Lord wants you to struggle for a season, if the Lord wants you to be without a job for a season, the Lord might want you to be catching a bus, sleeping couch to couch, so that way you could be 100% focused on doing His work. That's because, you know, when it ain't nothing like, you know, having to, go here to there, you know, be in and out of jobs. It ain't nothing like those type of situations that'll make you appreciate the Spirit of the Lord. And at that point, you'll only be focused on doing the work of the Lord, because what else do you have to do? You know? get back to this. This is verse 22. It says, but when the young man heard that saying, he went away sorrowful, for he had great possessions. Meaning that he walked away. He walked away from the Lord. He denied the Lord. He denied doing the work of the Lord, man. Because he had what? Great possessions. He had a good job. He had good employment in the world. He valued coming up in the world more than coming up in the spirit of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai. Don't be this guy. Okay? Don't be him. Okay? The 12 disciples, man, they all had jobs before the Lord came and found them. Some of them had good paying jobs, man. Okay? As soon as the Lord called and as soon as the Lord knocked on that door, they dropped that shit right where it was, man. Followed the Lord, man, to the ends of the earth. That's what we're doing in the spirit, man. Be ready to lose everything, man. Okay? If it's a season that you got to be without a job, don't frown about it, man. It is what it is. You got to let go of a job because it interferes with the work of the Lord. It is what it is, man. Complete the mission. Okay? That's what the Lord wants us to do. Complete the mission and follow the Lamb whithersoever he goes, man. Regardless of what situation, regardless of what it takes from you. Follow the Lamb whithersoever he goes, man. You're going to get paid out in a glorious fashion, man. These jobs give you $25 an hour, man. You can't get no mansion with $25 an hour. $25 an hour will get you a 2-bedroom apartment in the American economy. The Lord is getting ready to give us planets. That's how the Lord is going to pay us off. The whole planet is yours, son. Take it. All these women, yours. These castles, these slaves, yours. You got it. The gold that's under the water that Esau never found, yours. You got it. Keep the faith. Put this before everything, man. Shalom.